welcome to another episode of Speaking into the Abyss. I am one of your hosts, Des, and that is your other host,
Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Hello, Des.
How are you?
I'm doing great because I'm here with you.
I love hanging out with you.
Yes, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little, if you can't tell by my voice, I don't know what I really sound like because honestly, a lot of stuff sounds a little bit muffled. My ears have been kind of plugged, like my nose is kind of plugged / drippy. I have really bad allergies, I think.
I hope it's allergies because your partner, when I was dropping them off,
Yeah.
I was like, are you getting sick? And he was like, I think it's allergies. And I was like, oh, great.
Okay, see, if I am sick, okay, I knew I was sick. Because honestly, I've been literally telling him that I think I'm sick. Because also, so first day, just incredibly drippy nose. And then I kept blowing it, whatever. Next day, itchy throat.
Ugh, that's the worst.
Itchy throat. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I haven't had an itchy throat in a minute. And I was hell. Honestly, that's probably the worst form of torture. An itchy throat.
Yeah.
I'm just constantly like gulping or whatever, like just trying to scratch it. The next day, just like the itchiness was slowly going away. I was taking the allergy medicine.
Yeah.
And then like my nose, one side got plugged and the other side is like drippy. Or like the other side's dry. And then I like got the itchiness went away. And I'm just like, I feel plugged up in my face, I guess, in my sinuses.
Yeah, I hate that.
So now I feel like, because the whole time my partner's like, but I developed a cough.
Okay.
And that's why I was like, I know I'm sick. Like, I have a cough. And my partner was like, no, it's just allergies. And I'm like, yeah, I've not had allergies in a minute. Like, or like this extreme. Unless every year that I get older, my allergies get worse and worse and worse. Because honestly, that's the only thing that would explain it. Because I've never had allergies like this before.
Yeah.
Ever. Do you have allergies?
I don't.
That's nice. That must be nice. You know what I was remembering? I don't know what I needed it for. Maybe I was sick. I think maybe I had COVID. But you gave me that, like, that nostril.
Yeah, the Zicams.
Thing. Oh, yeah. And I was like, I should get some for my house because honestly.
Oh, my God. I love when, as soon as I, like, run out of Zicam, I just, like, have a pack ready to go.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty convenient.
Yes. Zicams with emergencies and lots of water.
Yeah, I don't fuck with emergency. I mean, like, I know it works and I know it's good. I will tell my partner to use it whenever.
You're like you use it.
But me, I'm like, no, because I just hate the flavor so much.
Have you tried the other flavors?
Nope.
They have better flavors than the original.
Okay, well, sorry, I didn't see the pink lemonade or chocolate milk one.
They do have, like, I don't know. My mom always gets, like, the 3-pack from Costco and then, like, gives me, like, she takes the good flavor. She's like, you can have that one or that one. Yeah.
That's funny. That's how me and my partner were when we, like, last year when it was, like, sick time and we were getting kind of sick, like, felt sniffles and stuff with the emergency gummies.
Okay, yeah.
Because they have like 3 different flavors in there, and like most of them I don't like. There's only like the orange one I really like. I think it's the orange one. I'm not sure if it's the orange one, but whatever flavor it is. And so my partner would just eat the other ones, and I would only eat that.
Okay,
one flavor.
nice.
But if the bottle runs out of that flavor,
then
I'm not taking it. I'm fucking the gummies anymore. But yeah. But other than that, you know, how have you been feeling?
I've been feeling good.
That's good.
I've been, like, surprisingly have not been, like, sick at all, which is awesome because I feel like I'd be getting sick all the time, and it's usually because, you know, I, like, don't sleep enough or eat enough or, like, I just work too much. My body's, like, relax. But it's been good. I proudly can say I was, like, not sick during sick time or after or recently or in the future.
Like sick time?
I want to say it's usually around the holidays because everyone's hanging out.
More time for it to spread.
Yeah, and then it's, you know, getting colder out, it's snowing, and then everyone's touching everything.
Dude, people need to wash their hands more often.
Okay.
I've been carrying hand sanitizer around me.
I wanted to say something. I'm just going to tell you off air because I feel like in the off chance this person hears the episode, they would know I'm talking about them. Okay. I'm actually just going to pause it really quick just in case because I don't want to forget.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're back.
Wow, that's disgusting.
But it was just, I'll tell you guys what it was, but just like people at a place consistently not washing their hands after gun number 2 specifically.
Just like and touching a bunch of stuff. Like that's the other thing. Yeah. Is like I was just saying, like I know people who will like it sounds like they're going to the bathroom, they leave the stall, then they like are outside the stall kind of like on their phone doing things, and then they just leave. And it's like, did you get too distracted? Did you forget? But it's like, how can you forget? I feel like that's so just like ingrained.
Well, then there's like the opposite where like they literally go to the bathroom and then just like run out.
Yeah, I don't know. They had like,
sometimes I'm like, did you even wipe? Like, I don't know.
Oh my god, that's disgusting. That's making me think of fucking poo poo and ass cheeks, bro. Like sloshing around or something. That's so gross. That's very nasty. Sorry for the visual.
Yeah.
But and that's what I was thinking, so you guys had to think about it
too. Earlier, me and Des were in line somewhere, and
oh my god, yeah.
There is this, there's a convenience store, and then there's like a little restaurant near it. We were in line to go through the drive-thru, and then there's like, at this convenience store, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 or 6 exits that you can leave through.
Yeah.
And this person heads towards where the line is obviously blocking the entrance. Yeah. This person's just in the car. Then their girlfriend walks up with their food from the restaurant. Mm-hmm. And then we're just waiting there, right?
We're just literally living our lives.
And this person had already been waiting there for a few minutes while they were waiting for their girlfriend. And as soon as she gets in the car and gets situated,
it's like
immediately this guy is just honking on the horn nonstop.
Oh my god.
Honk, 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 honk.
And like crazy repetition.
Honk, honk, honk. And I was like, dude, literally just wait or go through any of the other exits ones, that aren't like being used.
The one that we're in.
Yeah. And I'm like, what? And then I didn't move. I was gonna move, and then after the honking, I definitely did not move.
Yeah, but it was very annoying of him. I felt like it's just obnoxious. It's like, if there is other ways, what is the point? Like,
and it's not like anyone was behind him.
And it's not like you did it on purpose. It's not like you saw him trying to leave and you're like, I'm not.
I went out. I was like, ha ha.
It's just where the line ended up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like,
and like,
why is he mad?
And like, there was cars in front of me also blocking him before his girlfriend came with the food.
Why didn't you drive and park in a space so she could get in the car?
Yeah.
Why are you in the middle of the road?
Because then like they're blocking traffic anyways. Luckily no one was behind him.
Saying. Yeah. Like, you're just in the middle of the road too. So it's like, should we start honking at you? Like, you're the one doing something dumb.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Very rude. But
very rude. Yeah. On May 4th.
Oh my gosh. Be with you. These Star Wars guys leave their house, think they can act up because it's May 4th. Just kidding, guys.
I know he's like a Boba Fett guy. Whatever that means.
Those vibes, dark side vibes for sure.
Absolutely Sith. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, I want to give a very special shout out to friend of the pod. Virginia is her birthday today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Woo, woo, woo.
Woo.
Yeah, I love her so much. I already let her know, obviously, that I love her so much. And I'm glad she's still here and celebrating her birthday. And it's like something fun. And I was telling her, like, because a little background on my friend and I was telling her, like, her that I'm so glad we reconnected as adults because, like, we knew each other in high school. Yeah. And we were friends then, but I wasn't doing anything at that school, like, actively with friends. So I didn't really like hang out with her or anything like that, but she was really cool and we had classes together. And I knew I liked her. She was like a cool girl. And then fucking time goes by. We're adults. I haven't seen her talk to her in like a while, right? And I'm at my old apartments, and she's throwing away trash at the old apartments. And I was like, is that someone I used to go to school with? Is that Virginia? And I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, it's probably not. And then, like, because at the time I was smoking on my porch. And I was alone. And I was like, I'm not going to just talk to a random person at night.
In case it might not
even be her. Yeah. I'm like, okay, whatever. I go back inside, whatever. A few days go by. Same thing kind of happens. I see her with someone else. And I'm like, Virginia. And she, like, turns to us, like, is that you? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Or I think that's how it went. She's going to have to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how it went. And let's imagine, like, she's the one who said something.
Because then, and then I remember me and you were at the pool. And then she was there, too.
Yeah. That was, like, another instance of, like, running into her after that.
Yes.
It was, like,
it was fresh. And you're like, that's the girl I was telling you about. That used to be my friend.
Yeah. And then, or actually, I texted her. She walked away, I think, and I was like, I thought that was you throwing away trash the other day or something, and then, like, we just started,
she's like, whatever. What are you talking about?
It was pretty fresh, and it turned out she lived in the same area, and I was like, that is so crazy that, like, this happened, and we live so, like, in the same vicinity of that area that we could run into each other, and I was like, that's really cool. So then we just, like, slowly started talking, and it's crazy because I feel like JoJo's is, like, kind of like the start of me and her, like, hanging out a lot.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's pretty cool too, to know, like, one of my favorite animes is also linked to her. And, like, so I was just reminiscing on that a little bit because it's her birthday today, and I was just like, that's crazy. It's cool that I found her and, like, we're both ourselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's pretty cool. Anyway, happy birthday. Happy birthdays. And if it's your birthday, happy birthday too. So I also messaged that lady that was saying her dad's a Zodiac killer.
Okay, yes.
I messaged her to see if she wanted to
come on the podcast. Would she say no?
No response yet.
Oh, okay.
But when there is,
she's like, she looks it up. She's like, this podcast, what even is this?
It's like a bunch of random stuff.
She's like, I'm only going on, like, the biggest true crime.
She's like, yeah, right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, if she does, coolio. If she doesn't,
yeah, which is crazy because I did send you a screenshot of, like, Crime Junkies.
Yeah.
Latest episode was one on the fucking Zodiac killer. I was like, crazy.
That was really crazy. Let me double check right now. I'm gonna check right now if she did.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that'd be crazy if she did and we get live right now.
A live reaction. I was gonna say I saw the finale of Dope Thief finally.
Oh yeah, was it awesome, amazing?
It was good. It was good. And I mean, it was off of the book, so you can't, like, you know, where's it gonna go? Yeah. Sure. And it was good though. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Still recommend it.
That's good.
Yes.
I have not finished the Righteous episodes because I was gonna get towards the end, but they're still releasing episodes, scared? I think.
Oh, okay.
And I think I kind of want to wait for them all to come out now for the last season, and so I just finish them off. But I'm, like, already in the middle of the season. But it's like, oh my god, and it's crazy. Virginia was over, and I was on my Max app, and I was just looking at stuff, and that show's on there. Nathan For You and The Rehearsal are on there, and those 3 shows are, like, the most incredibly funny shows I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's like, I was telling her about The Rehearsal, and
oh, she didn't just
Nathan
hear it on last week's episode?
That's what I told her.
I'm just kidding.
But she was, I was telling her about it, and she's like, okay, yeah, I gotta check it out or whatever. And she literally was like, this is the most insane, funny show I've ever seen. And I was like, I know. Like, it's crazy.
You're like, that's literally what I said.
That's literally pulling the thoughts and words that I said already out of my mouth.
Yes. At least it was that, and it wasn't the, like, oh, I watched a show and, like, it was okay.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. That does suck. but I knew that wouldn't happen because these shows, first off, me and Virginia have like the same sense of humor down to the bone, but also the show is the most absurd show. Like, they're the most absurd shows I've ever seen in my life. And they just do comedy so well. It's like highbrow, but also can be really stupid. You know what I mean? And it's just like super fucking funny. I don't know. It's different. It's like the next level of comedy. I wish I could explain like what I feel about it, because those shows are just genuinely like, and Portlandia. Yeah, those are right there. That's the pinnacle for me. That's a square of the. I would say Holy Trinity, but obviously, yeah. But it's the holy cube of fucking comedy shows. I love Definitely that check them out. Definitely check them out. Ugh, but yeah, The Rehearsal's still coming out, so I did watch the first episode of that, but haven't watched anything else. Okay. You watched a movie recently?
I did. I went with one of our friends to go see Sinners. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah? Did they not?
Yeah. They did not.
Really?
But to be fair, they were saying how they are an avid movie hater. So
okay.
They also like
avid movie hater?
Yeah.
Why go see a movie?
Because I wanted to spend time with them.
But they don't want to see a movie.
Hey, I said, I really want to watch this movie. Do you want to come with me? They said yes.
Okay. Well, for avid movie hater, that's nice.
And I guess the last movie they were dragged to was the the vampire one.
Twilight?
No.
I was like, that's forever ago.
The one where the girl's like, fucking, I can't think of it. Yes, thank you.
That is so funny.
And also did not have a good time there, so.
Yeah. Well, not everyone is into movies.
Then I was talking to my brother about it last night, Jose, and he loves it. He's going to buy it when it comes out on DVD.
Yeah, it looks so fucking good. I got to watch it still.
It was good. I gave it a 4.5 stars because... I mean, we're going to get more into it after you watch it, but I just like... People are just so dumb, like... Yeah. If there's any like buddy like asking for permission to come in my house, I know you're a vampire.
Dude, that's 101.
That's like
101.
There's a really cool scene that was my favorite scene, and I wonder if it's gonna be yours too or not. Because my brother also said he really liked it. And I'll tell you my complaint about it after you see it. It's not really a complaint. It was just like a note.
Okay.
And but besides that, I liked it. It was good. There was this one scene that freaked me the fuck out. Not because it was scary. Because I thought something else was happening.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, oh, okay. Never mind. It wasn't what I thought it was.
Oh, okay. You freaked yourself out.
Yes. But then our friend was like, oh no, what? I didn't think that at all. Like, they were like, I kind of thought that would, but I got to it a lot quicker. And then I like told my brother about it. He's like, I thought the exact same thing. I was like, okay.
Really? Okay. Yeah. Well, we'll see if I have the same, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting.
Yeah. But I didn't know it was like, I knew it was vampires and Michael B. Jordan was in it. I did not know it was double Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, and one of the posters I saw for it, it's where they're sitting on the car kind of, or like, and he has the red outfit on too, and it's like both of them, and I was like, that's pretty sick. That's pretty awesome.
Yes.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan's a really good actor too.
Yeah. I know,
and there's that girl looks really familiar. I don't know what she's
my brother's girlfriend was saying that she's in Pitch Perfect 3, and I don't remember the other shows she said,
because I haven't seen that movie.
But she's been in a few things because she looks familiar too.
She's like probably really famous. Like, she does look really familiar.
Yeah,
I just cannot put my finger on it.
Yeah, and then I learned that Michael B. Jordan was in, what was that movie that we were just... Chronicle, which I had no idea.
Which is a crazy movie if you've never seen Chronicle.
Yeah, which I was talking to our friend that we went to see the movie, and I was like, what else is he in? I feel like he's in a bunch of stuff, but I can't think of anything. Yeah.
Well, that happens a lot when you just like... Dude, because also, like, just with the faces, too, you're like, I feel like I've seen them in a lot of stuff. I just don't even know who they are. Like, who are they?
Yeah.
But, like, when you know their name, it's, like, even, like, harder. You're like, yeah. And also, you have to think, like, these people have not just, they're not just, like, new and now they're, like, the most famous people. They've been acting for so long. They've been in so many small things that it's, like, who knows, what they've been in. Like, you're not going to be able to, like,
whenever we look up someone, I'm like, oh, what, they were in this?
Yeah. It's like, because also, and then, dude, people be looking so different from when they were a kid. There's, like, this one dude who, it was like, oh, this was him as a kid. And it's literally the most ginger, like, super freckled out, red hair, curly. And then now he's, like, strawberry blonde, no,
okay,
like,
nice.
super light freckles.
Yeah.
Does not look like that kid at all.
Yes.
And it's like, how was I going to know that?
Yeah.
I wasn't.
Well, it's like when I was watching Buffy and then I see Pedro Pascal as a child. I was like, wait, what the?
Chat, what the heck?
What is going on? What the hell?
Yeah, that was, that's crazy. Yeah, they've been acting forever and they do a bunch of stuff. Like, a lot of people are in Disney shows and stuff. Yeah. And then, they're super actors now. It's crazy. Crazy. It's only, like, super rare where they're, like, already an adult and they get famous out of nowhere. But, like...
Yeah, or it's like, even if you did just start acting acting as an adult, like, then you do that one movie and then, like...
You blow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, wow, they've done, like, 150 movies already.
Yeah, because they've been getting into acting. All they're not just, like, amazing. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, like, okay, so the Culkin brothers, right? A lot of people know Macaulay Culkin. Some people know Rory Culkin. But... Kieran Culkin they know, but like Rory or whatever, they never know who he is. And it's like, what has he even been in? And it's like, well, I know he's been in Electric Children because I really, really like that movie, but nobody even knows what that movie is. So it's like, that's one of those movies where you look him up and you're like, what the fuck even is that movie? Because how many movies have you said that about some other actor? You're like, what the fuck is even that? I never even heard of that. Or why would they be in something like that? But yeah, it's pretty interesting. I wanted to see the Miku movie, but I didn't get to.
Oh, I know you were telling me.
Yeah. Dude, all the seats were, like, sold out every single day.
Dang, I bet.
Well, it surprised me because I'm like, okay, I can see there being a lot of Vocaloid, like, fans or whatever, but also, like, specifically this, like, storyline or whatever that they were doing for the movies, like, from the game that I was playing, like, the rhythm game that I really liked.
Yeah.
So I was excited about that. It's like, how many of you guys are fans of the rhythm game? But also, like, every day?
Yeah.
Like, how many Vocaloid fans are, like, literally, like, I have to, like, literally, I'll sit next to another person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, all the seats. Like, there was no gaps. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah. They'd be like that sometimes.
You know what I was thinking? Do you think theaters ever lie about their seats? Like, who's got them so that, like, they don't have to work or they don't have to, like, open that theater?
I don't think so. I feel like everything's automated now. So, like, they would have to, like, buy the tickets and then, like, refund them right before the show.
That's crazy, bro. That's a lot of work.
They'd probably catch them, too. They'd be like, you can't just keep refunding the whole theater.
They're like, why did your guys' theaters always get bought out and then literally refunded everything?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was just saying, you know, it's crazy. When I asked our friend where they wanted to sit, they picked, like...
the front row.
No. That'd be really crazy. They just picked, like, 2 seats all the way, like, far right.
Oh,
and I was like, okay. I was like, where do you want to sit? And they said either F1 or F2. I'm even down to try F2/F3. And I was like, okay.
They want to sit on the edge.
Yes. And I was like, okay.
Edge on the right side.
I was like, let's do it. I was like, interesting POV. Let's do it. I am a middle seat moviegoer. I like to be front and center. And then when we sat down, I was like, so why do you like to sit here? The chances of someone sitting by us is way
lower.
Less. Yeah, and I was like,
that's so funny.
Yeah. I was like, that's true, I guess.
That's actually, like, something I never thought about. That's really smart. Yeah. Because you sit in the middle, even if no one's next to you, there's people behind you.
Yeah.
That's so true. Interesting. At one time when I saw Frozen 2, actually, I remember, I was sitting in the front row because it was the only seats left. I went with my friend for like whatever, and it was just like last second. So I was like, hey, I gotta sit next to my friend. Yeah. And we're sitting all the way at the front. I'm at like almost the edge. So I'm looking up into the side or whatever to watch the movie. Like straight, if you've ever been in the theaters, like these ones specifically, it's like straight up. It's like literally hard to see if you're not looking up.
Yes.
And I saw Frozen 2. And it was worth it. My neck was like hurting a little bit.
Oh my gosh,
I was like, it's worth it. This movie was so good. I was like, oh, I love Frozen 2. I think I also watched The Greatest... No, I was going to say I think I watched The Greatest Showman like that, but I don't know if I did or not. Did you watch that movie?
No. So good.
Panic at the Disco did a song for him. Yeah.
Nice.
I thought it was really good.
Let's see. I was going to see what movies are playing right now.
This is The Greatest Show.
Only maybe we could go to the movies. But I'm trying to see what time.
I want to see Sinners.
You want to watch Sinners? I'll watch Sinners
Well, what else is that? Because I do want to watch Sinners, but I don't want you to have to
Thunderbolts. You know I love watching movies all the times.
Thunderbolts.
The Accountant 2. Monty Python and the Holy Grail 50th anniversary.
An anniversary thing.
Sinners. Oh, okay. At this theater, Sinners is done. Hold on, let me look at
Sinners.
Let's see. Oof. There's one at 10:20.
Well.
Wait, let me check the seats.
Just kidding.
Thanks for joining us.
What?
The seats
packed?
Are kind of.
What the flip?
The seats aren't too terrible, but they're not the best. Do you want to wait for better seats?
Let me see.
It's so, like, not good. Well, and I wanted to go see Sinners last weekend with Jenny, and, like, by the time we thought of it, when we looked, the theater was packed, and I was like, fuck. So, never mind. No sins today.
No sinners.
No sins.
But another day.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I listened to an episode of Red Handed.
Yes.
And they did they're doing a 2-part series on Diddy.
Okay.
And I just want to say they talk about... Okay, so I feel like I've talked about this on the podcast. If I haven't, here's how I feel about something. And anyway, Red Handed is talking about P. Diddy. And, you know, I'm sure everyone knows about his freak offs or whatever they're called, his sex parties and all this other stuff, at the grooming and the beating of his girlfriend and all this other stuff, and that he's in jail for right now. But Diddy was the mentor of Usher. Have we talked about this? And Usher is the mentor of Justin Bieber.
Yes. I feel like maybe we did talk about it, but I don't know if we did on the pod.
Okay. I don't know if we did on the pod or not. But anyway, basically, if I haven't, what I was saying to Jess was that, because when this first buzz came out, the news came out, this is what I was saying. I was saying this. I was saying, like, oh my God, I love Usher. I'm going to be so distraught if it turns out he's part of this P. Diddy stuff, because P. Diddy was his mentor and, like, raised him. And then I was like, oh my God, if he did something to Justin Bieber, their world is going to flip, because, like, he was his mentor. Like, that's fucked. And then I was like, but Usher was, like, a child when he was with P. Diddy. He was literally a teenager. And he literally... And I've been talking about this since that happened, right?
Yeah.
And I'm listening to Red Handed, and they say something along the lines of, like, and you know what people aren't talking about is how he was a mentor to Usher. And it's like, no, I'm talking about, I literally been. And then they bring up Justin Bieber, too. And they say, like, you know, Usher was a child, and that he, like, well, they say his age and stuff, and they say, like, how in interviews he would say that Diddy is like gave him his first, not gave him his first sexual experience, but like introduced him to someone who could give him something like that. Like he had sex because of Diddy for the first time or something. And then like, and he was a kid. And it's like, I mean, he's a teenager. Like what, that's fucking weird. And like, and he's like super misogynistic. Anyway, I think they do a great job covering everything, but I just wanted to say like I've been on that train. Like I've been there. I done felt that way. So
yes.
I told you so kind of thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy to me when I finally get things right before other people.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, dude, if it happens, mark my words. And then because I want to be able to be like, I was right. Like even if it's like super negative, which is crazy, but like I just love being right.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say, remember how like a few episodes ago I was like complaining about like my Buffy rewatcher podcast because they were like being so like
hater
negative. So when I went out to that show, whenever I talked about it 1 or 2 weeks ago, where like it was at that aerial spot or whatever.
Oh yeah.
When I was driving back, I put on their new episode, and it's like the first episode of the new season. And they're like, hey guys, like we just wanted to apologize. Like we got a ton of feedback. And like, I guess hella people were writing in like saying like, yo, you guys are being like really negative. Like every time I get on like to listen, like you guys are just like hating on it. And it's like, this isn't really what I came for. And
like I love the show.
Yeah. And they're like, you know, we're like saying like, this is how I feel about this, or like positives or whatever. And so they were like apologizing, and they're like, sorry, we just kind of got like caught in it, and like we really love the season, but it's just so easy to like
shit on.
And then so this new the new season, they're like, here we are with our new approach and new energy, and you know, like we're not gonna say anything, and if we are, we'll make sure we make a note that like it's about to get, you know,
negative.
Yeah. And I was like, okay,
we're about to shit on the show you love. That's so funny.
Yeah. But I was like, oh, okay. I was like, good, because like, you know, sometimes you have thoughts and then you're just like, am I just being crazy? Like, is it just me?
And then you were validated.
And then I was like, oh my God. I was like,
that's
okay.
Awesome. Yeah. No, I get that.
And that's why, guys, like, review your podcast, message your favorite podcast. Like when we ask for feedback in any other podcast, ask for feedback, I'm pretty sure everyone just thinks someone else is doing it, but like a lot of people aren't doing it.
Yeah.
So like be the voice. If you want something to change, just be like, hey.
Yeah, if you want, I mean, you're listening. It's your stuff. You might as well put your input in.
And like if they're asking for opinions and stuff, why not? Yeah.
Literally, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think I did that recently. I don't usually comment on things.
Yeah.
But I like, especially podcasts, like I don't usually go out of my way to go comment on a podcast. But there was an episode of something with a comedian, I feel like, and he had said something that was just a little bit wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like he was like, I was like, yeah. And then he just said something that was like just so wrong. And then it was like continued with this, like it was a fact. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
He was just incorrect. And I was like, dang, it is so hard to like, I have to say something.
Yeah.
Because usually I'll hear something and I'm like, oh, that's not how you say that, or that's not. Yeah. I'm not going to comment that. Like, they doesn't fucking matter.
I have to fight the urge so hard to not comment that you're not saying something correctly.
Right.
Or
that's not necessarily how it goes, or like, it's not, you know, whatever. Like, it's not exact. But this thing, I don't know, whatever it was supposed to be like a fact or something, and they just were wrong. And I just was like, no. And I was like, I have to comment, actually. Yeah. Like, this time, like, I have to say something because I want you to, like, I don't know, fix it so that a bunch of the people who just heard you say that as it was a fact.
Yeah, because you don't want to spread misinformation.
Shouldn't fucking just, like, look it up.
Yeah.
No one's saying they're fucking the smartest people in the world. No one says we're smart people, but I just, like, and that we know everything, single thing, and for a fact. Like, nothing is a fact anyway. Everything is ever changing, so. Which I wanted to talk about on this podcast. Recently, I talked with you a little bit about it, about the dairy consumption and the issues I've been having with it. Because I have always told Jess, like, if I become lactose intolerant...
Wait, hold on. Sorry, really quick.
Go ahead.
I forgot that I wasn't introing the pod this time, but if I was going to say, and this is my cow advocate podcast, and I forgot.
That's so funny. I literally love cows, but I've always told Jess, like, I love milk. I love ice cream. Like, if I became lactose intolerant, like, end me, because I wouldn't know what to do. Like, so much of the stuff I eat is dairy.
Yes.
And, like, fucking call me disgusting. I love whole milk sometimes. Like, I love it. Okay, anyway. But I do feel disgusting. I feel disgusting with myself because I was telling Jess I was drinking this giant cup of chocolate milk. It was like my third one, and I was on my third one. I'm pounding it down, and I'm scrolling on my feed, and I get a video, the saddest video I've ever seen in a minute, and it's like these cows in a field who've just birthed babies, and these farmers all in their trucks just rounding up these babies, like steaming in the night. Like, you can see the hotness because they just fell out, and they're loading them up in the trucks like nothing, and then hauling them off, and the cows are just like, where's my babies? Where are our babies? Everyone's gone. Like, your babies just all got abducted. That's fucked. And the fucking guys take the young male cows to go be turned into veal, and they take the young female cows and use them for either meat products when they grow up, or fucking to do the same thing they did to their moms, or just like breed them so they have babies so they can continue milking them. They milk them, and then I drink the milk, and then I'm fucking contributing to this horrible thing we put the fucking cows through, and it's sickening to me. I can't, it's crazy because throughout my life there's been multiple times where I'm a vegetarian right now, I'm starting right now, but I was always so young, living with my parents wasn't up to me what we bought. Then when I moved out, I was I'm a vegetarian right now. I'm literally doing it right now, and it was impossible for me. I was no, I love burgers, I love whatever. I try my hardest nowadays to not eat red meat, and purposefully I will when I cook at home, I eat chicken. I eat so much chicken. And I was telling Jess, I don't think that chickens are less deserving of respect and love, but that's my start, right? I gotta start somewhere. Yeah. And my start is to just only eat chicken and not eat red meats and stuff. But also I can't drink milk now because I think of the little babies and them being hauled away. It's burned in my brain. It's that one. Do you remember that food thing that came out about chicken nuggets and stuff?
Dude, that never fazed me.
You watched it and you're yum. Girl, that's crazy. That's crazy. But it had a lot of effects on people.
Yeah, I know. Some people.
Yeah, some people were I could never, again, right? Which... I mean, I'm not gonna... did I eat chicken nuggets recently? Sure. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? It's not it's a lasting effect on a lot of these people, but it's at that time, what was happening to those people, and them being oh my God, I literally will never fucking touch meat again or whatever. Yeah. That is what I felt about the baby cows. Okay. Being hauled away from their mothers. Yeah. It's just so unnatural and fucked up. And I was and granted, we didn't create this environment. We didn't create the farming industry or the dairy industry. But it feels fucked up to know that stuff happens and then be but I'm going to eat it anyway. Or I'm going to contribute to it anyway, if that makes sense. I don't know.
And I was telling Des, would it make her feel better to know that even if she went vegan or vegetarian, that they would still do the same thing? And she was saying that if she stops drinking chocolate milk, they're gonna be everyone stop drinking milk. And it's just us.
It's just me. I seriously drink so much milk. That is what the most jarring thing of this entire thing is, that I drink so much.
What if what if the universal balance is you get to drink so much milk because you're drinking milk for all the lactose people? No.
I wish I was lactose, so I had no choice.
And you'd be one of those that would still drink the milk.
I take my little dairy aid or whatever and just drink
milk. You're like, I'm gonna drink this pitcher because it'll be worth it later.
The thing is, like, what I wish I could willpower so hard to do it right now, and maybe honestly, because if you're asking my opinion,
did anyone ask? No, I'm just kidding.
I think that we also have, like, we as in, like, society have a hard time with, like, being, like, given the things we want immediately or having the things immediately and everything is just like go or whatever. That, like, maybe I need to practice some self-restraint and, like, actually fucking follow through with at least this, like, no fucking dairy ice cream, like, only gelato and ice pops, and, like, no fucking milk anymore, no chocolate milk, but, like, maybe I use milk in my recipes. You know what I'm saying? I cook hamburger helper, throw a little cup of milk in there.
That's still dairy.
Yeah, but I'm saying I'm cutting it down.
I was gonna say
it down till I can't.
I feel like I don't think you necessarily need to cut down. I don't know the extent to, like, what it's really like because I'm not with you all the time. But I also feel like if you're very mindful and intentional and if you're grateful for what you're eating, I feel like you could feel a little bit better about it. Yeah. Even knowing what's happening. That's because fair. You know, a lot of people, like, you know, like we were talking about in the car, like, there's places where cows are worshipped. Yeah. And also before they eat them, you know, they do like a whole little ceremony or, you know, whatever before they slaughter them and this and that, but then they still eat them. So I think it's
no. Some people don't eat cows at all because of the worship.
I'm talking about this instance.
Okay.
Yes, we're not talking about other people. We're talking about you and me and those other people.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can look at more ethical, like do some research and figure out what the most ethical route
of slaughter is.
Yeah, well, like, you know. Okay,
even if we're not talking about slaughter, we're talking about milk only because people would be like, oh, that's not killing them. Okay, they have fucking cysts on their fucking udders. They get fucking so fucking milked the fuck out that their fucking titties are rotting and falling off.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm drinking their pus. Like, that's crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Maybe do some research because I bet you there is ethical distributors, like, I'm pretty sure if you do some research, you'll find, like, a haven milking place where they, like, rotate them out and they get to keep their kids and, like, you know, it's not far-fetched. People do care about animals. They have a bunch of animal sanctuaries, and I bet you there's ethical places.
Care about animals sometimes, but I also feel like, obviously, when I go to fucking Winco, I'm not seeing that in the fucking dairy products.
I know, but that's why I do some research and figure out where you can get it and support those people.
You're right.
And that would be a bigger stride. That's where, if you're really spending that much money on dairy, if you're going through them, then they could get more popular and take money away from those companies. They're like, where are all these people going? Oh, they're going to that little local place that takes care of their cows. That's dumb. Right. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
Yeah, it's a step if you really want to commit. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. I think ultimately that I'd rather give it up. Like, I think, like, that's a good way to not be, like, negative about it if I do continue or choose to use it or whatever. But it's like, ultimately, like, my ultimate goal is to stop, period. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's her name? The supergoop name that you said, the lady's name? I can't remember it.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
She started eating meat again.
I didn't know she was vegan.
I guess she's never ate meat. And, like, I guess I heard on a podcast that it was, like, a headline that, like, she's eating meat again. And people were like, the world's coming to an end. She's eating meat. Like, blah, 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 blah.
What?
And she's like, I just got tired of not eating meat. Like, I wanted to eat meat. It's basically the consensus.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
That's good for her. I feel like she's like, I'm going to die soon. Not like she is, but I'm just saying, like, she's getting older.
Yeah, because I guess she's, like, a super huge, like, icon for, like, I don't know.
Candles, yeah.
No. That's so just you. I don't know about that.
Dude. Just because you don't know about it, just not
I
that
asked
it's
some
not
people,
world popular.
yeah.
Dude, my partner was the one who said it first.
I know.
And I was like, yeah, it is Gwyneth
You guys
Paltrow.
are in a pretty niche.
Dude, it was on fucking Rhett and Link, Good Mythical Morning. Like, it is
That's
so
what I'm saying.
popular.
That's like a niche off
They're
branch.
one of the most popular YouTube series.
I know, but that's why for some people, even though there's so many of us.
I know, I'm saying in general, like, majority of population who's on YouTube are watching them. That is what that means when they're the most popular.
But that's why. That's only a small group of whatever.
No, yeah, it's excluding the people who don't use YouTube.
Well,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. Not everyone, even though it's popular, doesn't mean everyone's watching. That's what I'm just saying.
If it's the most popular on the app, then the app is saying for the people who are using our app, these are the majority.
Yeah, but that's why. What's the majority? Like, what are the actual stats? I want to see.
Well, that's
numbers.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Ren Leak are up there in the most famous YouTube series.
Yeah.
But
I'm not saying that.
So what I'm saying is, majority of YouTube's population has seen Rhett and Link, and therefore probably are in the same spherical of knowledge, which is that Gwyneth Paltrow, if I think that's her name, I think that's what my partner said in that episode, but she's the one who made the pussy candle. That's what really got her in the media the last time. It's because she comes out with these crazy products or does these crazy things or says these wild things. And it's like, she made a candle that smells like her pussy. Like, that was the thing that made her famous, I feel like.
That's crazy, yeah.
Like, because what do I know her from?
That's what I'm saying. It was like
her pussy candle. What do you know her from?
I don't.
Exactly. Who is Gwyneth Paltrow? Just from what her crazy stuff she does.
The other stuff I know her from is from very successful podcasts using her as a reference for whatever.
Never heard of.
But that's what I'm saying, because that's
other than the pussy candle.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by like that's a niche. Like that's a niche like YouTube off branch. Like I heard
not
it
even just YouTube.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. It was in
media. The way that you're finding out about the steak thing, everybody was finding out about the pussy candle thing.
The what thing?
The steak thing. Her eating meat again.
Oh, but that's why it was just a random thing I saw. But that's what I'm saying. Like. I'm just saying then there's like another off niche, like that's what I'm just saying. They're just tiny offshoots is what I was trying to say.
Yeah. It was very pop culture in that moment, I guess, is what I'm saying. Okay. So I feel like if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it just was that time period where it's like, who does that? So everyone was talking about it.
I guess. Well, when was this, though? When was this candle?
I'll look at it. Because honestly, I don't remember.
I was saying, because I feel like a vagina candle doesn't seem so crazy.
Not now, I guess, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Because she started the trend in 2020. It came out, yeah. So I feel like it's like 5 years ago. It's actually crazy that's 5 years ago. But also,
yeah.
It says like she just like came out with the candle because she was joking around with her scentologist that like this smells like my pussy, and then like that's what they named it, and then like it got really famous because of that, because people were like, what is she selling a candle that smells like her vagina? Like that's really nuts.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like, I guess like low-key it's kind of cooler that it doesn't smell like her vagina.
Yeah,
if it literally smelled like her vagina, it's like come on. Who's filling their house with that? Anyone's.
Probably the same dudes that buy like dirty underwear.
Oh, and bathwater.
Yeah.
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 You know what?
What?
One of my coworkers was telling me. Okay. Give me some advice. Okay. Because honestly, I didn't know this to tell her. Right.
Okay.
Except I was hella positive because I'm always going to support people.
Yes.
But like. Realistically, right?
Okay.
So she just recently got into a relationship.
Okay.
And she also just recently, before getting into this relationship, was single, obviously, and talking to people. Mm-hmm. And one of these people was like very new and was like, hey, do you want to go to breakfast? And she was like, I'm kind of like broke right now, like yeah. She's like, whatever, and he was like, I got you, right?
Yeah.
They go to breakfast, gives her $400.
Okay.
Okay, when he's leaving, like, here you go. She's like, cool, thanks. She's in a relationship now, very new. And the guy who went to breakfast with her is asking to go to breakfast with her again. With the idea that he's going to pay her again. Do you think that that's like she should tell her boyfriend or do you think she should tell her partner, or do you think that it's like do it and don't say anything, don't do it, say something, do it? What do you think?
Okay, so when she's gonna go do this again, is okay?
There's
so what?
Nothing going on other than breakfast.
But she's gonna get money again?
Yeah.
And so this guy's paying her to go eat?
Yeah.
What's his number?
I know. I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Honestly, if it's gonna be something that she's doing all the time, I would let my partner know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if she knows she's going to be doing it all the time. She's just like,
Okay.
and he hit me up again, but now this person has just asked me to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
And now I'm like,
I think I would tell them.
And then if they were like, I'm not okay with that at all, would you not go, or would you still go?
You give me the money and I won't go. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so funny. Yeah. Matches offer, double it.
Yeah. I just feel like if it's something like they have an open conversation about, and she's like, hey, I really need this money, and I just have to go eat breakfast with this guy. Like, I feel like anybody that, and I know people have different things, but I'd be like, hell yeah. I was like, order hella stuff and bring me back whatever, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
do you think because they're in a fresh relationship that might be like something someone might consider a red flag? Like, you're going to meet with this person.
It could be, but that's why they're having this open conversation. Like, I did this one time before, and this is how it went, and nothing happened. I got this much money, and now I got invited to again, and I really want to do it. I want this bag.
Right.
I was like, and if he wants to keep doing it, I'm going to keep going. Well, you know, it depends if she wants to or not, but like, I feel like being upfront is better than not, you know?
Yeah. But do you think the partner should be supportive then? You think because you would be?
I mean, each to their own. I wouldn't care.
Yeah. You don't think you'd care?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm like, I'd be like, get your bag.
Right.
You know,
come split the wealth.
And I'm a very...
Come split the wealth.
Yes. I'm a very, like, as long as we talk about everything, fine. Like, because, you know, I'm the type to go do stuff with everyone, whatever. Let everyone know what I'm doing.
Sure.
Like, I'm not doing nothing crazy. And I think that's the biggest thing to take away would be like, I felt like if she would do it and then the partner found out, then I feel like that's a red flag. And like, oh, you not only lied to me, you know, then you went behind my back, met up with this person, and you could have just told me this is a great idea. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Or you know, and the opposite, if they don't support it, that's like up to your friend, coworker, whatever. Yeah. Like, hey, I really like you. I want to be in this relationship with you. This doesn't make me feel okay. If you're going to stay with me, I want you to not do this. And then, like, that's up to her if she's like...
Yeah, see, and that's my thing is, like, I totally agree with that, but at the same time, like, knowing how fresh I think the relationship is, I'm like, that sounds so, like, crazy deep and, like, on a serious level that I don't know if they're on. Like, I don't know if they're on that communication level. Like, they...
But that's what...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because I'm saying, like, you can totally communicate with people, but, like... I don't know if they're serious about this relationship.
But that's what, like either way, serious or not, this is for everyone listening. Serious or not, you should still have the same level of communication that you have day one to day 1,000,000 plus.
But I'm saying, like, I don't know if they're being serious about the relationship. Like, I don't know if they're gonna keep. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like,
why even though if you're having any capacity of a relationship with someone, I think they deserve to have open communication about whatever's going on because they're also part of it in some capacity. And that's just my thought because I feel like there's less issues when you're upfront about everything from the jump.
Sure, I agree with that. But I also don't agree with that they have the right to immediately know things about your personal day-to-day. It's like at the very beginning of everything, especially if they're not living with you, because it's like,
yeah, but if you guys, they're in a relationship though, right?
Like, he's like, do you want to be my girlfriend?
Are they, did they say we're in a relationship, we're closed off, or, you know, like.
I don't know. I don't know about all that.
Because if they're
details,
just dating, if you're just dating, I think you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if they're in a relationship, I think there's a level of respect, which I think you would agree. Obviously not timing wise, but like if they're together, then yeah. If that's your boyfriend.
My thing is like I personally need 100% honesty all the time forever, but at the same time, like when I think about this from like, because I'm just listening, right? And I'm like, and I don't think it has anything to do with respect, because I do think that they deserve respect. Everyone deserves respect. You know, whatever. But it's like, no, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to be like, I don't know, because like I think maybe it's just a specific situation, like just me feeling like, I don't know, but I just feel like my friend, like, I don't know. I feel like if you hadn't said everything you said, I maybe would have been like, yeah, do it if you feel comfortable, as long as you know that you're not doing anything wrong, like you're not cheating, you're not like betraying your like trust or anything like that. Like you're literally eating breakfast with a friend and they decided to pay you money. Like, yeah, I was like, then like why would they have to know that? Like, you don't like, I mean, I don't know if everyone does. Like, if everybody is, if it's your thing to like constantly tell your partner, like, I'm going here and I'm doing this, I'm going here and I'm doing this, then cool. Like, whatever, do whatever you want. But if it's not your thing, then why would it be that? Like, why would you just randomly be like, or like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like, because that's not anything. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. If it was something, I could see something.
Yeah, but okay, so like in my head when you're telling me this, like she cared enough to have the consciousness to think like to ask someone for advice about it.
I think she was just telling me, but I was just like, if I was to give her advice about it, you know what I mean? Okay. Because I think she was
like,
just more
you
like,
either care or you don't.
Right. That's fair.
And like me, you've known me for a while. You know I'm the type of person in a relationship, like I'm going to do what I want, and I'll tell you, like, I'll go to the movies with people and I'll let them take me to dinner and buy me stuff, like, as friends or whatever. Yeah. Like, because I'm going to get my bag. I'm going to get my free popcorn. I'm going to get my free movies. Like, right. And that's just it. Like, I'm not going to say no to a good time.
Right. But also, I feel like that's just like, I don't know. I feel like I don't think that either way is wrong, is what I guess I'm trying to say. Like, I feel like and no be extra communicative or don't, because it's not, what I'm trying to say is it's not that other person's business, if that even makes sense. Like, I don't genuinely think that like off the bat, off the cuff, it's just like immediately you have to give them all your information all the time. Like, that sounds weird to me. I don't know, just to me, I guess, like, and how I am. But I don't share my fucking location with nobody. So just my partner, but we're in a serious committed relationship and we have been for a while.
It's crazy because I've been in a relationship with her longer and I don't have it. So
well, I just was trying to learn how to do stuff, and then it just like we did it.
It accidentally happened.
Accidentally slipped. But
well, it's funny. The first time I'm hearing about it.
Well, if you can accidentally get it on my phone too, you can do it too. But I just don't even know what I'm doing. It's very quick and easy. I feel very old when I get on my phone. I just be playing my games on my phone. Like Candy Crush. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. I be playing my games and just chilling, dude. I don't know. My phone ain't nothing but a tablet, really.
And I was going to say, and I don't think either is wrong. I just think it's up to them. It boils down to their morals and what they want to do.
When you say morals, it sounds like you're trying to say that there is a right and wrong.
No. Or, well, like, what's the word that you would say? Because you as a person, you know what's right or wrong for you, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
No one else cares but you and the other person. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm trying to say is, however you see it, do what, is right for you. Right. Not as there's wrong or right. Yeah. Definitely. But that's right. Because, like, what else would you call that? Values, I guess?
Yeah, values. I would say values. But I don't know. But yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Yeah. I don't know. But for reals, like, let her know, like, what's this guy's, like, number? Does he need 2 friends.
I know. I was like, where'd you guys go? I was like,
I'll go.
What's the price point on that food first too? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, yeah. Have you thought about what you want to read for our book club?
No, I have not had any time to read. Like, remember I read those 3 chapters of my book? I've not been able to read since then.
Dang.
So that's been me. And have you thought of anything for us to read?
One book, but only because I have the book and I haven't read it yet, and like I'm gonna read it next. And I was like, maybe she can get in, we can read it together. But I don't even know if you'll be into it because I don't even know if I'm into it yet. But that sister snake one, that's the one I'm gonna read next. But because I just finished that Berry Pickers.
Okay. Yes. How was that?
Sad. But it was good. It was sad. It was like bittersweet at the end. But it was like really good. I don't know if I talked about it. I don't want to say too much in case anybody wants to read it because I did think it won an award.
You told us about...
That's about a missing girl.
Yeah, just like the start of it.
Yeah, and that's like the back of the book or whatever. But also like... So it like takes place from two viewpoints.
Okay.
A girl and a guy. And... the guy is the brother of the girl who goes missing, and the girl is I guess the main story is that it's about 2 Native American kids, and they grow up, and it's from their perspectives, and it's like the brother with the missing sister, and growing up, like how he grows up, and then the other Native American girl is adopted by a white family who lies to her about her like race. They tell her she's Italian. And that's why she gets dark in the summer. And she, and so it's from both of their perspectives. And like towards the end, it kind of like they cross paths and it's like really crazy, bittersweet. But I do recommend the book to people. It was, I did have to listen to a good chunk of it in audio form because I've been so busy lately. I've been like just... So, and the other thing is like about the sister snake thing is that like I can't, there's no audiobook. So I'd have to read it physically and that might take me a long time.
You could probably find someone reading it on YouTube.
Is that a thing that they do?
Sometimes people like read books on YouTube. Yeah, so I would look it up.
That's smart. I should do that.
You should.
That's a good YouTube channel. Okay. Well, yeah, and it was good. So I recommend that. But we should start thinking about our book club book.
Yes, definitely. Yeah,
like
I know.
Themes and stuff first, maybe. And
okay, yeah, like think of it. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Start brainstorming.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, let's get into the word of the day.
Woo.
Which is plethora.
Ooh, I like that one.
It refers to a very large amount or number of something. Plethora is most often used in the phrase "a plethora of."
Like a plethora of vagina candles.
Yes. That's what is in Dessa's garage. Just kidding.
I overbought. I thought they were going to be way more popular.
She's like, I'm about to resell these. I'm going to flip them. Let's see. Did you know plethora was first used in English to refer to a medical condition marked by an excess volume of blood or bodily fluid with associated swelling and redness? Very cool.
Ew.
Very cool.
That's gross sounding.
I wonder what it was. That sounds scary.
It sounds like just like when those form of blood, when like when dead bodies have that like all the blood pools down to the bottom.
Yes.
But probably not on a live person. That's disgusting.
Wait, is this a new tab? Wordplay? Better ways to say this sucks.
Oh, nice. Sounds like my English teacher.
Catastrophe.
Worstest?
Is that a real word? The limit. Puted. Maleficent.
Just a picture of the fucking witch.
Excrementious.
That's hilarious.
Nefandous.
Nefandous? That's crazy. I never heard that one. The other ones I've heard, but that one's
okay. Weird. Okay, we're over in our slang.
Great.
Slang and trending. Our number one, we have unalive.
Which is annoying. I think that it's annoying that we have to censor ourselves on media like that to say unalive instead of like dead or kill or whatever.
Suicide. Completed suicide. Yeah. Well, we don't have to on this podcast.
No, we just say whatever the fuck we want. But I'm just saying, like, it is annoying that people can't be like, just in any context, you'll see people just like, oh my god, they like, you'll watch a true crime thing and then they'll comment on it and be like, I can't believe they unalived that guy. And it's like, dude, come on, these are fucking people. Like, he fucking got murdered. That's so sad. Like, he unalived. Anyway, go ahead.
And then that's our only new word. Number 2 is ratio. Number 3 is Sunday Scaries. 4, FAFO. And 5 is heliophysics.
What was the heliophysics one?
Remember the study of how the sun works with the solar and its effects in the solar system?
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
I wonder what the moon version of that one is.
I don't know.
Luneophysics.
Lunar. That sounds good. That sounds real. Let me look that up.
Luneophysics.
I can't type. Fuck. Luneo-psychics. I'm just kidding. No, there's nothing. Slang. Well. Anything else to add?
No, I don't think so. This is a good episode.
Yeah.
Got a variety, a smorgasbord, if you will, of topics again.
Yes. My mini gratefulness was how excited you were when I went to pick you up today. Yeah, I was like, oh, my heart.
I had to push through a huge crowd of people trying to clock out. I was like, my friend's out there.
And then you're like, hold on. I was like,
because I need my purse.
Yeah, that's like, okay. That's
I didn't want you to think I just didn't see you.
I was like, oh, great. Is she going to get her other work bestie? I'm like, this is terrible.
So funny. Make you guys meet.
You're like, this is who I'm always talking about.
Wife.
I'm be like,
this is my wife.
I'm be like, yeah.
Yeah. Well, with that being said, and thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great day, great evening, and good night.
Bye.